Welcome to my channel. I am Jacqueline. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. I am going to just sit here and chat with you. It is very different from my normal videos, but I've been reflecting on 2022 and I wanted to get some things ready and prepared to, actually we're going to go ahead and just get started before 2023, but there are things that not only I've learned, but things that I need to get back in the groove of and just kind of help get things going for 2023. I know it seems like it's really early to think about 2023, but it's just around the corner. So if you like this content, please like, and that just tells me that you like the content and maybe want more of it. So let's get into it. I will be referring to my journal as I have the list and notes in there. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. But first thing on the list is putting my electronics away when my kids are awake. My kids don't need me on my electronics. I don't even like putting them in front of the TV for super long periods. I would rather them go outside. I would rather take them to the park. Just anything other than putting them in front of the TV would be fantastic. They can do crafts, they can color, they can paint, they can, there's so many things that they could do other than be in front of the TV. And I need to be the same way for myself. When they're awake, I need to be engaged with them. We can build things, or I could just sit and watch them. I do love doing that because it's very funny to watch Ivy's personality and Clark's personality, and sometimes how they play with each other. It's just really funny and really cute. But that is the very first thing on the list, and I've been doing okay, but it takes about 30 days to make a habit. So the next thing on my list, I've really gotten away from it throughout the year, but I have never really been the greatest at it in the first place, and that is more self-care. More self-care. I need to take care of myself so I can take care of my family, so I can do the dishes, laundry, homemaking things, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so that's my job. So I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of my mental health. I gotta take care of my physical health. I have to just take care of me. I've been getting back into really deep cleaning my face and my pores. What else? I'm trying to do workouts. I was doing that at the beginning of the year and kind of gradually went off that. So I definitely want to go back into it because I am on a health journey. I'm trying to clean my gut for good gut health. Cal and I started our minimalism journey around November to January. And after I decluttered clothes that I wasn't in love with or didn't fit me right, I got some very basic t-shirts, plain black, brown, and rosy pink basic t-shirts, wore black leggings. Very, very basic, very, very boring. But part of it was to have less decisions, so I don't get decision fatigue between my wardrobe and picking out Ivy and Clark's clothes, because I have to get them two dressed for the day as well. So that's what I did, and throughout the year up until I broke down, I was doing fine, or so I thought, but I'm just at a point that I've realized I'm rediscovering myself. Kyle and I are done with kids. We're happy with our 3, and I'm starting to learn more about me, knowing that I have more freedom to be able to rediscover myself. I've started wearing my jewelry again. I started wearing some makeup again. At the beginning of the year, I winded up just said I was done. I wanted to work on my skin and the acne and clearing up right here because it's a little red. It was just something that seemed right in the moment. But I'm gradually changing things and discovering myself. So we go through different seasons of life in different times, and I think it's important during those seasons that you set goals. If there's a certain goal that you want to set and achieve, not only you should come up with a plan to achieve that goal, because that is what really matters. How are you going to get to the goal that you're looking at? So that's really important, but I feel like when you go through different seasons of life, that maybe the goals should change instead of just making one goal or one or two, however many. And kind of lost my train of thought. I think goals should be set as you go through the different seasons of life instead of just making, however many goals at one point. And I just think they should be set more often, because I think they need to be adjusted and re-looked at some point as you go through different seasons of life. So this next one, I feel like it goes with what I've talked about earlier with my wardrobe and stuff, is finding hobbies. I have found 2 hobbies, and that is gardening for the spring and summer and fluid art. I've been dabbling in that a little bit, but I feel like that's part of rediscovery. I've discovered that I love to do those 2 things. I chose one for the spring and summer, and I chose one for the fall and winter. I feel like that goes hand in hand with minimalism, so I don't overcrowd my home with tons of different things that I may or may not even get into. So that is something I do, and I love and enjoy, and plan on to continue on doing as much as I can. And I think another one is actually doing the YouTube channel, because I feel like I can be creative here, and I can actually do this more often than I would be able to paint, which is fine. I actually really love doing this and have really enjoyed it a lot. I think it goes kind of hand in hand with being creative and fun. When was the last time you walked outside barefoot? This is called grounding, and it's good. I remember as a kid that I would do it all the time. My kids do it all the time. And all I do is just tell them it's good for your soul. And it truly is to walk outside barefoot. I recommend that you do it. Even if you're, sitting down, your feet touch the ground. Enjoy, whatever view you have. Be grateful and appreciative that you can see a view. It's really good for the inside. I highly recommend it. Something that I have had a hard time doing, even still to this day, and I was going through this journey, I have a hard time standing up for myself. And I think that's more based off of the fact that I don't want to hear any chatter about, I care very much about people's thoughts and opinions, and I really shouldn't, but that is me, and I'm trying to work very hard on it. But a really good example is we decided that we don't want shoes worn inside the house, and the reason being is, one, I don't know where other people's shoes have been, and then you're walking in a grocery store with multiple people and you don't know where their shoes have been, and then you track it in your house. Like, how gross. I think of it like your toilet. Like, your toilet is really, really germy, and so are your shoes. And we have a son who seems to be having some sort of health issues, although Kyle and I really think it's just food intolerances based off of what I've read and what we've seen in him. He's got some sort of food intolerance, but still, he's still putting things in his mouth. I don't want germy shoes all over my house. So we've designated another reason for it is we were having such a hard time maintaining our floors because we were sweeping. We didn't have like a vacuum that we could vacuum the floors real quick for our hard floors. So we were sweeping, and we were sweeping so much that it just got so aggravating to try and maintain. So we decided to designate our laundry room to going in and out. So our side door gets locked and entry is through our laundry room, and then I have a sign that says to come and remove your shoes. Well, I had a lot of people just ignore it, and I've tried saying something to Kyle, and Kyle's not going to say anything. Like, I have to do it, and that's really, really hard because I'm not someone who likes confrontation, and I have to deal with this or just let it go. And I can't let it go because it's really gross. It's really gross. My thoughts, my opinions, my feelings, a little bit about me. Can't help the way I am. Well, that is it for this video. I hope I didn't seem like I was too nervous, because I was nervous for this video, but I really do hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button to let me know that you would like to have more content, and say hi. Leave a comment, say hi. I would love to chat with you and say hi back. I hope y'all have a wonderful week.